Hey everyone, this is Keith. I wanted to go over extending the branch DAC with you all because it is not as straightforward as some of the other DACs. I'd have two links to other tables to the branch DAC. One was a warehouse site ID, and the other one is a branch location ID from field service branch location. So they're pretty standard fields, just extending them, add the selectors, references, compiled, wouldn't show up in my customization project editor. I just assumed they were going to be in the branch table, but you know what happens when you assume. So let's get to it. So if we're on the branch screen, I'm going to inspect this element and see that, branch main, and the view is BAccount, and the data class is BranchBAccount, not branch. So let's take a look at it. You could either look at viewing data class source and all that here, but I like going into Visual Studio because it's much faster for me. So if you look in the code repository under app data code repository, you can go search for pretty much everything, either by the search through your solution, you have your extension library open, or if you know where it is, just go look for it. So under branch maintenance, there's this BranchBAccount which inherits BAccount. Oh, okay. Let me change it to branch extension to BAccount. It all worked fine. Problem is I didn't want to put it on BAccount because BAccount's used for a lot of things, and I'd much rather move attributes that only need to be on a branch over to the branch table. So that wasn't going to work. So we'll go back to the branch screen and let's look. I'm going to take a guess. And I saw, default printer, default country. Some of these things, they won't exist on the BAccount table. So we'll look and we see that default printer ID. And then I'm going to go open up BAccount. And I'm going to search for default printer ID, but it's not found. So let's go over to branch. And there it is. So you can see it's a printer selector, the display name, selector visible. And you can see that there's a foreign reference. Very basic. So how does it make it onto that screen? So I'm going to go search in here for default printer ID, which there it is. So we could see one difference is they have this BqlField equals type of branch.default printer ID. That maps the one DAC field to a different DAC. So let's look at some of the other fields and see if it's consistent. Like the country, right? Branch country ID. It is a country, but it's mapped to branch.country ID. Now we can look at, there we go, branch BAccount ID is mapped to the branch's BAccount ID. And branch CD maps to the branch. So I went and made sure that was all left a branch, and then I went to copied it to a BranchBAccount extension. So this compiled, showed up, works great because I put this BqlField equals the branch extension field, and that all maps. The selectors didn't work though; they were all empty. So what I had to do was, instead of joining it on branch ID, current branch, I had to look for the current branch BAccount.BAccount ID from current. That is the primary DAC, and then it all showed up. It all works great. Verified in the database, it's stored in the branch because those fields were extended both on the branch and the BAccount. So as soon as I put this, the mapping up here, the BqlField, it started writing it to the correct location. Then I was able to delete the additions to the other field, made sure they disappeared out of SQL, and everything was working great. So feel free to leave any comments, questions about this video, or let me know what other videos you may want to see in the comments. And remember, you can ask any of your Acumatica questions on Stack Overflow. Just tag them with Acumatica. And Acumatica staff, as well as the developer MVPs watch, and we'll try to get you help as soon as possible. Well, have a great weekend, everyone.